What's up, everyone? This is Rob DeBoer, and this is part one of a video series I'm doing that we're going to cut up in chunks because I think it's so super important for people to grasp each concept here as we understand this. Ketones are not a weight loss product, but it's my opinion they're the greatest fat loss and fitness performance tool that'll ever exist. At least over the next decade, it's the biggest conversation in the nutrition dietary supplement industry. And I'm going to attempt to show you why that is. But we want to first start with some foundational truths. Again, this is something people have to grasp to truly understand how our body's metabolic code, is what I call it, actually works. So let's just start with some facts. This will be just a few minutes long. Later tonight, I'll post part 2, then part 3, part 4, part 5, however long it takes. But I want it to be in short video form so you can really grasp what we're trying to teach you here. So for starters, I'm going to throw out some facts. Number one, we need, as humans, energy to survive. No matter how much you do, how little you do, our body, every single second of every single day, is using energy nonstop. When energy ceases to exist and we begin to starve, or when our body stops using energy, it simply means we're dead. How about that for a simple fact? Now, human energy is measured in calories. Calories come from nutrients, specifically what we call macronutrients, because they come in large amounts, or they're measured in larger amounts. That's why when you look at a food label, the protein, carb, fat, and yes, alcohol, and now ketones are measured calorically. In other words, protein, 4 kilocalories per gram, carbohydrates, 4 kilocalories per gram, fats, 9 calories per gram, alcohol, 7 kilocalories per gram, and then ketones, we'll just call it 5 calories per gram, maybe 5.5, 6 kilocalories per gram. Now, here's why this is important to understand. If something doesn't have calories, it's not energy. For example, micronutrients, vitamins and minerals. The reason they're called micronutrients is because they're measured in micro amounts. That's why when you look at a food label, vitamins and minerals are measured in milligrams and not grams like macronutrients. So here's the key to understand. And this is so important. The only way for you to lose weight, the only way for you to lose body fat is by creating what we call an energy deficit. And on the same note, the only way that someone can gain weight or increase body fat is by creating an energy surplus. And this is a law that we must follow. Guys, this isn't a good idea. It's not up for debate. This is the bottom line. I don't care who you talk to. I wouldn't make this profound, bold claim unless it wasn't true. So again, that's a law. Now, there's many variables that contribute to creating an energy deficit or an energy surplus. But the bottom line is you must have an energy deficit to lose weight, and you must have an energy surplus to gain weight. And I'm not talking about water weight. Remember, water, while a nutrient, doesn't contain calories. Human energy is only measured in calories, so that's why water is not part of that equation. So just think of it this way. You can't create something out of nothing. You can't use what isn't there. In other words, you must have energy to stay alive. And if it isn't there via calories, your body's going to make its own calories. It's going to create its own energy by using stored energy, also known as glycogen, body fat, lean tissue, muscle. Okay? So let me say that again. If it's not there, your body doesn't stop working. Remember, your body uses energy every second of every day. And if it doesn't have the energy that's provided by you consuming calories, it's going to make its own energy by making its own calories and making them out of you. Okay? You can't store what's not there. Think about it this way. You can't gain weight without there being something there to gain weight with. You can't store what's not there. No calories equals no weight gain. And here's proof of those two statements. And we'll end on this. If you're on a deserted island, it's the laws of thermodynamics. It's a law. It's physics. You cannot and will not gain weight if you're on a deserted island and there's no food available. There's no caloric energy available. It's impossible, physiologically, biologically, physically impossible to gain weight when no energy is available. Just like if you're on that same deserted island and you don't have food, your body continues to survive, you absolutely must lose weight. Why? Because your body, having no calories provided, is making its own calories out of you, using your body fat stores, your lean tissue, your backup glucose, also known as glycogen, from the liver and the muscle. So those are the basics that we need to start with. Watch this 1 time, 10 times. All of this are facts that are not up for debate. Now, there's a lot of variables that go in here. I'm someone that I focus on messaging in a way that people can grasp and understand. And if you can understand this, as you go into part 2 of this video series, it will go a long ways in you better understanding how to crack what I call your metabolic code, how to finally put a rest to what it is that's causing your weight loss, causing your weight gain, why you can't lose weight, why you're gaining weight, etc., etc. So hopefully this is helpful. We'll be posting this in the Facebook group Ketones with Carbs. We'll address what this Facebook group actually stands for and ultimately build a community of people that are well educated so they can go share what I call the good news of foundational nutrition and metabolic health. Thanks so much, guys. Hope this helps. We'll see you in video 2.